We won! Da 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 da! We're live! We're live! We're live! We're live! We're live! We're live! We're live on the internet. Look! Can you look? Can you see? Look out there. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Do you want to see if there's anybody out there? Go on, look at the camera. Look at that thing. Look at that thing there. Look at that thing pointing. Don't bother looking down there. Don't want to bother looking down there. Go look up. Look up. That's it. And again. And again. Oh, you see it? Can you see it? We're live. We're live. Look. Give a wave. Give a wave. Go on. Give a wave. Hello. Hello, the world. Hello. Come on. Yeah, look. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Go on, look at the camera. There you go. Look. See that? See that? Hello. Ooh. Hello. We're live. Yes, we are. We're live. We're live. Yes, we are. I better say something. Ow! Oh, it's bloody scratched me. Bloody scratched me. What do you have to scratch me for? Eh? What do you have to scratch me? Crikey. We're live. Yes, we are. Toon. It's got to come up on Toon. Yes, Mr. Hawthorne. Yes. Yeah, I've forgotten what it's like to win games. Yes, you enjoy while it lasts, Mr. Hawthorne. At the end of the day, enjoy while it lasts. Because I tell you what, I've forgotten what it's like to win a game. Where's the bloody cat gone? Yes. So for you, I suppose. West Ham, a funny lot. I know West Ham. They're funny footy. They're funny. They're funny team because they kind of win. You get big games, and suddenly they lose against you. You know what I mean? Don't even go there with us because at the end of the day, we're fucked. We're fucked. We're going down. I've already kind of like we got an owner who hasn't got any money. We're finished. We're finished in the Premier League, but at the end of the day, it's all that's what it's all about. He's come up with something else now. Let's see what's going to come up. Is it going to show? Most probably will. Is it going to show? It might not show it because he used emojis. Is it going to come up? Yeah, it's come up. There you go, Mr. Hawthorne. Yeah. Fair enough. But at the end of the day, enjoy while it lasts. I'm sure you will. Just got to let the bloody cat out. Get the bloody cat out. Go on. Just staring, looking at me like I'm a white bastard. Don't want to go out now. Just sitting there looking at me. Bad picture. It's a bad picture. Bad picture, Mr. Brown. Bad picture. It can't be a bad picture. I can see myself quite clearly. It looks all right to me. The counter's going round all right. Yeah, it looks all right to me, Mr. Hawthorne. Not my end. My end looks quite good. Anyway, so yeah. So as always, welcome to a Saturday Night Live. I ain't done this one for a while, but I did one last week. But losing 9-0 is not really an everyday occurrence. But saying that, I could have thought that we could lose 9-0 today, actually. And to be honest with you, every game we play, it feels like that we could be losing 9-0, to be honest. I mean, if I had my way, I'll sell the blinking lot of them, get rid of the lot of them. Because I think they're absolutely shy. I'll only keep Danny Ings, maybe Redmond, but apart from that, get rid of a lot of them. Not fit to wear the jersey. They're not fit to wear the jersey. And I'm not going to even mention about the rugby today either. To be honest, I completely forgot all about the rugby final. Bloody Englishman I am. But I guess we didn't win it because where I went, everybody was miserable, and that was the supermarket. So I take it we didn't win it. So I didn't really need to be reminded by the news when I got in. So I've got to sort this bloody cat out. Go on. Bloody cats. Bloody cats. They never get cats. They rule the roost. They're kind of like, you're like a second-class citizen in your own household. I mean, I was welcome to another live one. This is an opportunity. Got something in my mouth. This is an opportunity for everybody out there who watches me, or anybody out there who's heard of me, or watched me, or both, to digress anything they want to digress on this live one within limitations, because at the end of the day, you're not allowed. You're not allowed. Oh, here we go. We got a Pompey boy here. Well, what? Oh, here we go. Yeah, we did lose. We did lose. I was looking for Portsmouth's result. But problem is, it must have fell off the bottom of my paper. So I don't know what you done. I don't know how you won, but I don't know if you did win. So tell me exactly, if you won or not. But it just fell off the bottom of the paper. I couldn't look for the Portsmouth result. I couldn't see it. Must be my eyesight or anything, is too small on the paper. But let us know. So what we got? We've got, yes, Mr. Rob J. Beer Ventures. Cheers, mate. Yes. I was staying up last night flicking through YouTube videos and that, and you popped up, so I watched you for a while. Found it very, very entertaining as always. I really, really enjoyed it. So who else have we got coming up? Mr. McCarthy. Hello, Mr. McCarthy. Nice of you to join us. Nice of you to pop in and say hello. Hope you're okay. Hope you're fine. Hope you're enjoying life, and hope you're enjoying plenty of beer. That's what it's all about, isn't it? At the end of the day, enjoying plenty of beer. And there's one thing actually. What else do we got here? I love doing this. Oh, is it going to come up? It's not going to come up. Is it going to come up? Yes, thank you, Mr. Rod J. Beer Ventures. Thank you, mate. Or Wonder Beer Wonders come back. Well, I can't shut up, can I? Come on, at the end of the day, you do the same. If you were doing a live one and I popped up and say, oh, Pompey lost again today. John Westwood, Portsmouth Football Club weren't ringing his bell. So you would do the same as well, wouldn't you? Like you do. Yes, Mr. Butcher and friends. Hello. How are you doing, mate? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. You haven't chopped any of more of your fingers off. If I remember rightly, I did see a video of you when you chopped your finger off. I think. Could be me. But it's a while back since I watched you anyway. So, boys and girls, I've seen something this week on the internet which people have started to get some opinions about, and I don't know if you've never heard of it, but the brewery Wander Beyond in Manchester, a fantastic, brilliant brewery, one of the most brilliant breweries in the country. They have started to do beers in 250ml cans, because their beers in the 500ml cans are £8 a shot, so it's quite expensive. Not a bloody cat. So what are your thoughts on craft brewers dropping their can sizes down, if it's going to reflect in the price of if it's going to be in other words, would you pay £3 for a 250 can of craft beer? That's the question I'm giving you lot out there. Cat's just wandering about. Cat will be back in a minute. I would like to know, is this a way forward for people to produce very, very expensive beers and to sell them um, and still make money, and their beers to go further. If you know what I mean, the production of the beers, will it go further, or will people just turn off and say, yeah, 250 mil cans, not my cup of tea. It's kind of like a bit of a con. But you know, is it a way forward for these craft brewers to you know to produce good quality craft beer and still make money and still, you know, get people buying their stuff? It's a good question to put out, isn't it? Mr. Macari says, I'm so stupid, I probably would. Yeah, I think I'm with you. I'm with you. I most probably would as well. Just to try some of their beers at a cheaper level, but you're not getting the quantity, obviously. Must really get one mouthful, wouldn't you, for 250 mil can? I want 250 mil can. What's that? A 330 mil can. The 330 mil can, 250 would be about that big, I would say. 250. So looking at that, that'd be a third then, 250. Most probably would. But it makes you think though, doesn't it? How, you know, how this place is how this place is just this craft beer scene is developing, when they're starting to produce stuff in the quantities are starting to you know, the prices of them and that the quantities of beer you get for the price, it's starting to put people off, which is a sad thing, really. But I've always thought that, you know, beer should be for everybody to enjoy, not for the select few. And I don't like this way of they're trying to make beer more elitist than what it really is. So, yeah, I think I most probably would as well, Thomas. I think a lot of people would as well, to do that. See what Thomas says on this one. He says, oh, if I could get a mix box, yeah, that'd be a good idea, actually. That would be a good idea. Yeah, if you can get a good mix box, definitely, Thomas. Definitely. I couldn't get your comment up there. I'll just went. Boom. I'll just go to Thomas, get his thing up. Yeah, a mixed box of 250s would be a good way to go, depending on how much they cost. Good idea. Wonder Beer Wonder. John, your reviews are great. Love watching you, mate. Honest and insightful. Well, the thing is, you know, no one's ever wrong. At the end of the day, when you review beer, it's an honest appraisal of what you personally think of what you think in that glass is great, irrespective of what other people think. And it's weird, when I first started this channel, I was quite nervous actually doing beer reviews, because I was looking at everybody else. They were kind of like, you know, they seemed to know what they were doing, and they seemed to know what they, you know, what they were looking for in a beer. And when you look at them and you think to yourself, oh, they must be right. They must be right. These beer reviewers, however established they are, they must be right. What they say is right, and of course it isn't. Over the years, you learn to decipher what you like out of a beer more than anybody else. So for me, you know, no one's ever wrong. For me, you got to make it entertaining in a way, and I know you have. This week with that Halloween one was most probably the most entertaining one I've seen. With the amount of effort you put in on it, it was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. But it's all about, you know, being down to earth and not coming in with your nose stuck up saying, oh, sit down, listen to me, what I say on my video, listen to my art, you know. So it's all about, you know, telling people out there what you like, even though some people will completely disagree with you. I get thumbs down all the time. I always get thumbs downs. I don't, it's people who either, disagree with us, and that's fair enough. So Wonder Be a Wonder has come up and said, "Oh, it's come up with something. If I can find it." Yeah, even though I'm one of them, exactly. So it's one of them things, when you do this online and that, it's kind of like you just putting out what you think, and if people like it, then fair enough, and if people don't like it, then that's fair enough too. Over the years, you learn to take the rough with the smooth, if you know what I mean. So it's one of them things. One of them things. You need to get a thick skin, because some people just go like fall apart at the point of any criticism. I've noticed that some reviewers, there's a young lad, I remember he was in the south of Wales. He started to get he started reviewing beer and that, and suddenly he disappeared and everything, and completely kind of like not there anymore. He took his channel down and everything because he couldn't take the criticism of what people were telling you, whether he was right or wrong. So for that reason, you just take the rough with the smooth, and hopefully people would agree with what you say, or if they don't agree with what you say, but as long as you kind of like make it more entertaining for people than anything else, if you know what I mean. So it's all about being entertaining at the end of the day. So next one, Mr. Aaron Miller has turned up. Hello, mate. Nice to hear from you. Haven't heard from you for a while. Hope you're okay in that. Thanks for watching as always. Like a lot of people, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. It always humbly means a lot to us when you get subscribers and stuff like that. So it means that you're not talking to yourself on a video cam. It means that somebody's out there listening to you anyway. So the beer I'm doing at the moment is this one. Highly recommend it. Cocoa Wonderland. Very, very good. Very good. Well worth getting hold of. As you know, Thornbridge have got the new labels, and I have to say the new labels do suit. It's very rare a brewery comes out with a beer and they start changing their labels. It's very rare that you like them. It takes time to get used to new labels, and the big no-no for me, of course, is when I actually change the name of a beer, not the recipe. I just change the name of the beer just like that, and I think it's a wrong thing to do. I think when they kind of like decide on naming a beer, they should keep to it, as opposed to suddenly deciding to change the name of it just because they feel like doing it, or it's a trend that they want to do it. And of course, they never change the recipe. I'm talking about Innis and Gunn. Innis and Gunn are the main people who have done it a lot, and they were brilliant. Well, I like their beers. When I first started doing this channel, I did like their beers, and over the years, they're kind of like, with the introduction of craft beer and craft beer being made more available in supermarkets, I tend to have taken a back seat for me. But it's just a big no-no. When a brewery changes the name of their beers, is a big no-no. And of course, when we're talking about labels, you can't not talk about what Wychwood have done to their beers in the past few weeks. What they've done to the Hobgoblin, what they've done with the Hobgoblin Gold is sacrilege. Actually seen pictures of the other range of beers and what they've done to them, the way they're going to market them next year. And I have to say that the whole theme of their labels, the whole, the artwork and everything, which people used to really like, is not there anymore. It's not there anymore. It's as if they're kind of like getting rid of all the, the cultural aspect of their beers and kind of like replaced it with cheap labels. It's kind of like made the beers look a lot cheaper than what they are now. And of course, marketing's so important when it comes to craft beer or ale or anything like that. And so I think Marston's have really taken a back seat on it to the aspect that they've got rid of all familiarity of their beers. It's a strong product which they've more or less got rid of. So for me, you see it for yourselves. You see it for yourselves when Marston's are doing, when I bring out the dry neck and stuff like that. You look at their labels, absolutely shocking. You wouldn't expect it to get that bad, but it has. It really has. As far as the quality of the beer goes from Witchwood and the Goblin range or whatever, I couldn't tell you. I haven't had a Goblin beer for ages. Yes, Wonder Beer Wonder. Witchwood. What? Yes, I totally agree with you, mate. Just look at the way the beer's presented now. Just look at the way what Marston's have done to the Witchwood Brewery in a way that they've got rid of all the characteristics which we all love about the marketing aspect of it. The labels, for starters, very important for me, especially if I'm beer shopping, is when you go down an aisle full of beer, labels do spring out. Left, right and centre, labels do come out at you. And you think, oh, I'll have that beer. Oh, I'll try that beer. It does do a lot for the purchaser. I don't get what people say. The average man on the street doesn't know how to brew beer. They're going to go in, they're going to look for the fancy labels, aren't they? But, King Goblin for me, when it first came out, when I reviewed King Goblin, it was before the influx of craft beer. It was before the influx of all that. So there wasn't really a measurement to compare it to, if you could say, in a way. So if I remember rightly, I'm going back about 3.5 years since I did the review of it. I quite liked it at the time. I quite liked it, but quality of beer and that could drop or anything like that. I wouldn't go out of my way now to buy another Witchwood. I just wouldn't. Just wouldn't. So we have got Mr. Matthew Barker's turned up and said hello. Hello, Matthew. Nice. I haven't heard from you for ages, mate. Nice of you to get in touch. Long time no see. Sorry I haven't been on a long time. I've been busy in the Philippines, things like that. Slowly getting around to normal schedule. What beers we had today? Well, I'll tell you the beers I've had today. The beers I really like and highly recommend you to get a hold of is that one. Thornbridge's Cocoa Wonderland. That was lovely. I've still got it here. Still sipping on it. It's a lovely beer, that. Well worth it, Matthew. We'll sort out another parcel on that. The new branding is shocking. Whoever made that decision wants shooting. They do, but I think the branding, the way they printed their labels off, it must be cheaper for them. It must be cheaper. The way they do it, if you look at all the different beers, you look at all the labels, there's a sort of uniformity about them. It's a little bit like Brewdog. It's a uniformity about them. So someone somewhere just have this big printer and just, what do we want? 2,000 Goblin Golds? Goblin Gold times 2,000 print. And that'll be it. Boom, 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 boom. That's the way I come across it. It must be a cheaper, easier way for them to do it. But in the end of the day, the consumer has to be the most important person. And I've just feel that they've cheapened the beer. The presentation of that beer has been cheapened. And of course, your mind plays a strong trick on you, because anything you get, which is whether or not if it looks cheap, then your mind's gonna think to yourself, "Oh, well, I haven't made an effort in the presentation. Um, it's gonna be crap." And of course, you usually end up being the best judge of yourself. You usually end up being right. It is pretty naff. Let's see, Mr. Matthew Barker. No, I said Cocoa Wonderland before. Been to local bottle shop today. Had pump up the jam on cask, which was divine. That sounds brilliant. And picked up 2 Irish cream and put having one today. Saw a review. I loved it. The Irish cream version of Stayed Path is well worth getting hold of. Like I said in the review, I cannot get hold of the amplified version. I want to try the amplified version and the Oreo one as well. So I'm going to have to try and pick them up, Matthew. And also, I want to get hold of anybody out there, Wonder Beer Wonder, if you're watching this, mate. Tiny Rebels, welcome to the party, pal. That's another one. Snowball IPA. It sounds absolutely terrific. Snowball IPA, welcome to the party, pal. See if we can get hold of that, Mr. Wonder Beer Wonder. I'd like to see Wonder try that one. So, Mr. Matthew Barker, yes, I've missed you too. It's been a while, mate. It's always healthy though to have a break, isn't it, Matt? It's always nice to have a break, then come back, then we'll start. You know, if you want to do another parcel at some point, we'll do that. Get Richard Elliott in on the act as well. It's always, you know, it's always a pleasure to do business with you, mate, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So, boys and girls, it's been a good one so far. We've talked about a lot of things. We talked about Wychwood, which is still, you can't deny that Wychwood have made a right balls up of their labels. We talked a little bit, I think, by Innocent Gun as well, which I mentioned in one of my reviews about them renaming their beers, which is a big no-no. The cat's just come back in. I don't know if the cat's going to say hello, but she might. You coming up? Oh, she's gone to bed. Anyway, so, oh, she's coming up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Say hello. You want to come up? Oh, fair enough. So, as I say, the football hasn't been brilliant, as always. So let's go, Mr. Matthew Barker. What's it got? It's out of my hand, mate. Well, I haven't been on. Would love to do a pass on Docs. Have a few ones now, including collab with Magic Rock and Salt Brewery. That sounds interesting. Docs Beers, Magic Rock and Salt Brewery. That sounds one I need to do. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. Mr. One, yes, we should do. We should do. Get Dean on it as well. I've been trying to do one with Dean hopelessly over the months. Yeah, yeah, why not? I'll tell you what, I'll wear my Saints shirt, shall I? For that one. Shall I wear my Saints shirt? I've got the old 1994 one. I actually got Letitia written on the back of it. When we were good. Haven't been to Mars in a long time, but I heard they now sell Saltaire Brewery triple. Yes, they've had that for a while. The Saltaire Brewery triple chocoholic. They've had it for a fair bit. I think they've had it for about 5 months now. Yeah, I like Saltaire Brewery. That's another brewery I like, Saltaire Brewery. Always do some cracking stuff. And it's weird because when I first started this channel off, when I started doing, local artisan ales, I used to do a load of Saltaire ones. I used to go for the Saltaire beers when I used to go into a shop because they tended to be really, really good. Really, really good, really, really good, nice ales. Saltaire Brewery, definitely. Why not, Mister? Oh, why not? I'll wear the old Saints shirt. Why not? I did have the old Draper Tools one. Oh, when Rod and Danny and Ray were playing for them. Got some upset bells away from the Mikkeller Beer Club this month. One of the best things I've had was join that club. I love it so much. Quality just raises the bar. I should join that. I do like Mikkeller beers, but it's criminal that the only Mikkeller beers I put on this channel are the ones what you got from Marks and Spencer. But I can see why they've done it, because obviously it opens the door up for them. And of course, Mikkeller is hardly a housewife's name, is it, Mikkeller? Unless you really know your beer. Mikkeller's really something that, you know, people really need to find out about. So I can see why they put that range of beers into Marks and Spencer, and I think it will be a good thing that they've done that. But yes, you're right. I should join it. So cheers, everybody. I just had the Cocoa Wonderland. I'm talking too much. Yes. Best place to start off is Marks and Spencer. I think I did 4 different beers from Mikkeller. I did an IPA, a Berliner Weiss, Pale Ale. I can't remember the other style I did, but those are the ones try to start off with. Mixed kind of bag of beers I did. They weren't all brilliant, but maybe that's a good place to start off with, mate. Let's have a look. I can send my link and we both get. Yeah, no worries. Put it on the messenger, mate. Then we'll do it. We'll do it, mate. On the messenger, we'll do it. I'm waiting on 8%. I'll tell you what. You do a review of that. I'd love to see that. I don't think she'll like it somehow. 18% lager. Stick a load of strawberry juice in it, she might like it. Definitely, mate. Put some strawberry juice in that. I've seen the M&S and we'll definitely get them. 2 weeks makes my life hard. Yeah, I mean, like I said, they're not brilliant beers, but they're worth investigating. They're worth to just make, you got Mikkeller. Maybe best thing for Beer Wonder to do is to get the whole range from M&S. I think there's 4 beers, and do them in all one video. Maybe just do a lot in one video. Might be a good idea. Get her to pick out the best one she likes. Could be a good idea. Both of those from M&S were just a basic flagship beers. Ones in Beer Mail, blow them away. You get a real mix of different styles as well. Works out much cheaper than buying their beers in bottle shops. Most probably does. I'll tell you what, talking about Scandinavian brewers and that, like Mikkeller, I haven't seen much of their beers about. That's from Tuhol. That's another brewer which I used to really, really love, but where I am, I don't see many of their beers. So, let us know. Let us know if you've seen any of Tuhol beers about. I haven't really seen any in the bottle shops where I am. I thought the Hair in the Mailbox was a pretty good IPA. If I remember rightly, yes. Mikkeller Hair in the Mailbox. M&S Wonder, if you're watching. Yes, it's definitely worth picking up. Let's see what else we got. Yes, give them a well. Get them all, maybe sometimes just do 2 beers at once, 3 beers at once. Ply with beer. Just, hey, try that. Yeah, you do get a guest to haul from time to time in the beer club. That's all right. That sounds all right. like I said, you don't really see them. You know, you don't. I don't really see them where I am. Um, it's weird because what I'm seeing at the moment, especially at the shop down that way, is that you're getting. I'm quite lucky because I'm getting loads of Brew York. There's loads of Brew York about at the moment, and I absolutely love Brew York. It's a fantastic brewery, um, and I never get bored with their beers either. Um, Compared to some craft beers, are maybe not up there, but I'll tell you what, you can't beat. I love the names of the beers more than anything. Can't beat a bit of Brew York. That's what I say. Definitely still one of my favourite brewers. Cheers. Mm, that's cracking. That's lovely. Cocoa Wonderland, Thornbridge. Never had it. Just get hold of it. That's really, really good. I tell you what, I'm not just saying it, right? That that one for me, it's most probably the best one in the supermarket from Thornbridge at the moment. That is really, really good. Really good. If you haven't had it, try it. It's lovely. Let's see what else is coming up on the. I think the point is if you see the Scandinavian beers are stupidly expensive in bottle shops, yeah, they are. But being in the beer club, including shipping, makes them the only way to be affordable. I suppose they are. Whether or not Brexit will make a difference to that, I don't. At the end of the day, whatever deal they get at Brexit, if you know what I mean. Um, what we got? We got Thomas McCarthy saying goodbye. Well, goodbye, Thomas, mate. Nice for you to pop in. Nice of you to pop in, mate. Really appreciate you for watching us. Really appreciate, mate. So thank you for that. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for popping in. What's Matthew Barker? Massive fan of. We'll bring it up. Is it gonna go up? Is it gonna come up? Is it gonna show? Is it gonna show? Massive fan of Brew York. Yeah, yeah, they are. They're cracking. They're cracking. I just love what they um I just love what they call their beers more than anything. Brilliant stuff. Another one from Matthew Barker. What's he got? Had cocoa. It is. It's 6.8, so I could say it is 7%, Matthew, and it is a belter. That is a lovely beer. It is. It just is. It's just lovely. It's just well worth getting hold of. A couple of quid for that. It's lovely, lovely taste in it. Lovely stuff. Really impressed with that one. Really impressed. So what's he going to go? Let's get him. Let's in. So I'm trying to get these comments up for people. If I can show. Is it going to come up? Is this the only worry about Brexit is £40 a month for 9 beers, including shipping. £20 for the first one. Just worry Brexit will affect. It might do, but hopefully they will sort it out, won't they? They better. I'm not voting. I've already decided I'm not going to vote for any of them because I think they're a load of tossers. Matt Bartlett says Brew York shine with stouts most. I think that's their speciality. To a degree, I'd have to agree with you to a degree on that, but I've also thought they also shine with beers which are slightly edgy, if you know what I mean. Rhubarb Streisand was one which kind of like was different. Rhubarb beer, it's different. And I brought out Rhubarb Streisand with extra custard, which sounds brilliant, which I'm going to review soon. So yeah, but they are quite. I just love what they call their beers. It's just great. Was it Pale Winton? Pale Winton. Pale Winton. I mean, the other one. What ones I got on there? Got Randy Savage. Got Simon Lemon. Simon Lemon lemon sorbet sour. Simon Lemon. I mean, it's a terrible beer, to be honest. I just got it for um, let's see what other comments we got coming up. Yeah, oh, so you're talking about the Cocoa Wonderland now? Yes, yes, it's lovely. It's lovely, Matt. Wonder Beer Wonder has come up with the Tom Coco. The Tom Coco was excellent, I have to say. You from Crocky Bird, you Crocky Bird. Tom Coco Stout beer from Brew York was phenomenal. It is. I highly recommend you wander to get hold of the Imperial Tom Coco Stout, which is even better. It's even better. It is lovely. I haven't reviewed that one, but it is absolutely lovely. So try get hold of that one, mate. Get hold of that. Oh, we got one from. Oh, hang on. Just go to Matt Barker again. Oh, I will get to your Crocky Bird in a minute. What's he got? Bum bum. There we go. What's your favourite domestic macro beer? Ooh, that's a hard one. What is a beer? I mean, I've got domestic macro beer. Crocky Bird. I've just got this can just staring at me. The Saint Etienne from Aldi. I was just going to down that in a minute. I'll say it's that one. Thanks for that, Crocky Bird. What's got Matt Barker again? He's got boom. I had a great one called Katy Berry. Was up, yes, I saw that. I will try that. Katy Berry, Brew York Katy Berry. I'll definitely try that one. Definitely try that one, mate. Definitely give that a go. Pure boom. Oh, trying to show them up, Matt. Trying to show them up, mate. Michaela was also a video each month explaining about what is in the month's beer club box. I will send you a link. I will do. I will have a look at that, mate. What we got? Did you hear about Founders Brewing Big Trouble? Oh, I heard something about Founders. About Founders Brewing Big Trouble has shut down their Detroit brewery and the court case against them because apparently owners have been racist. Can't comment on that, but I'm still yet to try. Still yet to try Founders CBS and CBS. It's the last year they're doing it, so I need to get hold of a bottle of CBS somewhere to review because it's the last one they're doing apparently. So Wanda's come up. If we come up, is Punk IPA a macro beer now? If it is, it's mine. You could say it is a macro beer. Haven't had Punk IPA for a very long time. I like Hazy Jane out of Brew York, Brewdog Cannon. Hazy Jane for me is my favourite. So not sure, mate. You can say it is. What the beer that's coming up? So love the name of Brew York beers. They're hilarious. They are. But the thing is, the beer does back it up as well. I'll have to say, Brew York do some fantastic beers. I'll show you one for one. Get hold of it. I'll be able to get hold of it. That one. I mean, look at this one. If I can get look at that. Simon Le Bon. Simon Le Bon. I bet I have a right laugh. You know, I bet I have a right laugh inventing these names for beers. Simon Le Bon. Bet they've employed somebody on purpose to kind of like, you know, they kind of like employed somebody on purpose to do this, you know, to kind of like make up names for their beers. Barber Heath, hello Barber Heath. Have you noticed? Oh no, that's another one from another person, which I will come up. Show it, come on. Drinking Purity Gold. No, I haven't tried Purity Gold. I haven't tried that in Barber Heath, but I fancy that Westmount double. I haven't tried that, but thanks for joining us, mate. Misanthropic One. Misanthropic One. Hello. Thanks for joining us, Misanthropic One. Have you noticed cases of cans have gone from 2018 to 12 to 10? So UK has become, it has become a little bit of an nanny state. I have to say that. I have in a way, especially with kind of like breweries thinking about doing 250ml cans. So yes, totally agree with you on that. So thanks for joining us and thank you for that comment. Matt Barr says there's some ever for CBS, which is the same because it's an absolute belter. I've never had CBS. I went to the Trembling Madness in York, asked them about CBS. They said it's very rare they get that in now. So I'm going to have to look at other places like Beer Hawk to try and get a bottle of it in. Like I say, it's the last time they're doing it, according to Trembling Madness anyway. So yeah, I'll definitely try and get a bottle of CBS in from Founders. Hazy Jane is great for you. Yeah, it is. It's one of my favourites. But my favourite in the supermarkets at the moment has to be the Cloudwater Brewdog New England collaboration. I think that blows everything out of the water, and it also sets a benchmark for everything else. So for me, that's the killer. Barber Heath gives me a thumbs up, and I'll give you back a thumbs up. Barber Heath, thank you very much for joining us on this Saturday night where we have discussed a huge amount of topics. I have to say, we've talked about Wychwood, we've talked about New York, we've talked a little bit about the football, but who cares about the football when you're talking about beer? What else we talked about? We've talked about a little bit of macro, Saint Etienne. We talked about a little bit of Thornbridge, how great that beer is. We talked about Brew York and their lovely names, which you got to admit are pretty cool. So yes, it's been a great one so far. We're 47 minutes in. Let's make it up to the hour, shall we? So boys and girls, we talked about the 250ml cans. Wander Beyond are doing the 250ml cans. I know a shop which is going to get them in within imminency. They're coming in as soon as I can get them. I'm not sure on the price of these 250 cans, but it will be really interesting to see if people start to buy them, if you know what I mean. Yes, it is. It is. I think I've seen other reviewers do these beers. I think I saw the Beer Dad do the Vocation. Just blows everything out of the park. Cloudwater Brewdog beer is the best beer in the supermarket. I put my name to it. That's my opinion anyway. The price have gone up and alcohol has been reduced on most. Yes, it has. Thank God I don't live in Scotland, where it's even more of a pain in the arse with their new alcoholic laws, if you know what I mean. So, having a Brew York now collab with Dig Brew and Mango Smoothie, that sounds wonderful, mate. Sounds absolutely wonderful. When you're away, I did do a Brew York Anarchy beer company collaboration, which was really, really good, very strong. I'll see if I can get hold of the can for you. That one there, Anarchy Brew Company, Brew York, Space Viking. That was pretty much that was pretty strong. That, to be honest, Recommend you to try it. We didn't feel the alcohol in that, I'll tell you. But you know, you get what you pay for in these days, and you know, you pay for a strong beer. You're going to get a strong beer, aren't you? So let's see what Matt Barker says. Docs actually produce one of the best lagers I've ever had. Tell us about it, mate. Yeah, I'd like to know. Misanthropic one says, agree. Yeah, it is a joke. The price and the alcohol volume is a big concern. I think you've got to be concerned about it, the way it's going, about the price of beer and the amount of quantity and alcohol volume you're getting. It is a concern to a degree. Barbara Heath says, nice artwork, I have to say. It's what made me buy it. I'll show you the artwork again. It is cracking, isn't it? It's lovely, lovely artwork. I do look this type of artwork. I hope the head honchos at Marston's are watching this. You know what they've done to the poor Hobgoblin range. This is artwork. That is artwork. That is beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. That is artwork. You know what I mean? That's care's been taken in that artwork. You know, anybody from Whichwood's watching this, that's how you present a beer, not with tacky labels and absolute fucking shite. Anyway, going in with this Cocoa Wonderland. I have to say, it's really, really nice. It is. I keep saying into this one. It's really nice. Cocoa Wonderland, Thornbridge, get hold of it. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff indeed. So, recap what we talked about. We talked about beer a lot, which is fantastic. We haven't talked too much about football, which is fine by me. As ever. We might change in a minute. What we got? Sounds interesting, mate. Sounds interesting. Send me a pic of the can. I'll be interested in that over time. I haven't had that for a while, but send me a pic of the can. It sounds great. That sounds great. So it's been a good one tonight, I have to say. It's been a bit of a laugh, we've got someone letting off fireworks outside, being an arsehole. But it's been a good one. We've talked a bit about beer. We talked about Whichwood, which I don't think the topic of Whichwood is going to go away ever. If you see how bad these labels are. And Matt Barker says, I used to love Hobgoblin about 4 years ago, but I've often worried that if the beer became too big, it would be a failure of its own success. It has. It's not. I don't think it's the people who have bought. You know, it's Marston's. Marston's have bought Whichwood for one thing, and that was for Hobgoblin, because Whichwood were making a fortune with Hobgoblin. It is a big seller. You know, if you go back to the time when I bought that brewery, there's two beers which people used to say were the biggest sellers. Hobgoblin, and another one, which I don't hear of hardly anymore, is London Pride. I don't hear of London Pride anymore, which is a shocker, really, because when I first did this channel, London Pride used to be the biggest one. How far has it fallen? I couldn't tell you. No matter what the sport, England doing best, what they do best, bottling it. Oh, I'm not going to comment on that at all. I'm a Southampton supporter, so I know everything about bottling it, especially last Friday, or the other Friday, should I say. Where England do best, I'm quite. Look, at the end of the day, they beat the All Blacks, so you got to give them credit for that. I wouldn't get on to them. I think they beat the All Blacks. For me, the All Blacks are the best team in the world, even though it was just a semi-final. To me, that was a proper final. So that's my opinion on it. I think they did well against the All Blacks. One beer I do love of Whichwood and I read they are making it again. It's gingerbread. That's about. I got real nice food. I've never had that. Never had a gingerbread. I've never reviewed gingerbread. Never reviewed Black Witch. Never reviewed Witchcraft. That's another one I wanted to get hold of. Witchcraft. Witchwood Witchcraft. Never seen that about ever since Parsons taken them over. Fiddler's Elbow was another one as well. That was a wheat beer, but you don't see that about either. It's um, be the best tunes, but bold it when it really matters. Oh, yeah. Sport for you. Sometimes I do honestly think there's an outside when it regards to sport. I do think that. Barber Heath, I'm disappointed with Hobgoblin, but I tried the King Goblin last week and it wasn't bad. Mixed reviews. I mean, the way I see is King Goblin, is it really a beer which is you're gonna really go back to and think, yeah, King Goblin? Or is it a beer which, yeah, it's a stronger version of it, but is it a beer which you think, oh well, I'll have it now and again? It's what kind of reaction does that beer give you? What kind of reaction do you think the following week after you've had it the weekend before? Would you buy it again? You know, is it a beer, a must-have beer? Is it something you would have now and again? A bit like Crafty Hen. You know, Crafty Hen. That's another one. Crafty Hen, a stronger version of the main one. Would you have it every week? Probably not. Probably not. And I think with me, my own opinion of a hobgoblin is it's not that great. I mean, I have done. If you look up in me archives or whatever you want to call them, I did do the Goblin Golds, the Hobgoblin, and the King Goblin together. Maybe it's worth checking that out, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it is. It's Barber. It's just one of them. It's just one of them beers. You just acquaint yourself with once a month, mate. It's just one of them at the end of the day. So it's just one of them beers which you just gotta have one now and again and start kind of like enjoy. You know, well, it honestly depend with me. It depends on what else you're drinking on that Saturday night. Um, well, we've got David Jones. Hello, young man. Hello, David Jones. Thank you for watching me this week. I've seen your posts. Nice one, young man. Thank you very much, David. Thank you very much for watching me. Really appreciate anybody who watches me. Thumbs up, thumbs down. You all stars. You really are. You gotta be to put up with me. To be fair, the whole goblin bottle isn't that bad, and especially nice in pies and stews. But on cask, it's absolutely vile. It says a lot to me when people say that a beer is great for cooking instead of drinking. Surely the beer is there to cook with, to cook with, to drink with, not cook with. I'm going to go in with this. David Jones, thumbs up. Nice one, mate. Keep watching us. Really enjoy. Really appreciate people watching us. David, if you're watching, get yourself to Morrison's. Pick a bottle of that up if you haven't had it before. Thornbridge Cocoa Wonderland. It's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that there for a minute because I need to go. I need to go and sprinkle the greens. And I'm going to do it now. Hey, back again. Back again. I don't care, do I? I need to be. What it says? You often hear people putting together. I've got it. Yes, you do. Uh, yes, I do, and I did it quick as I could. Um, yes. Well, what's it? Bubble. Barbara, he says, when I go to Tesco's, my let us know. Tell me what you think. Um, David Jones just had Elvis juice, lovely stuff. It is. I haven't had Elvis juice for a very long time, David. I remember I managed to review. Actually, I think I was the first person to put a review up for Elvis juice going back now, and I really enjoyed it. It was a lovely beer, Elvis juice. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I'll have to revisit that. I actually might do that in can. Get a bit of Elvis juice in can form. So you know what I'm gonna do now, boys and girls. You're watching me. I'm gonna crack open. I've got, and I thought I'll keep a load of this for when I run low on beer, and I'm actually running low a little bit on beer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crack a can of this open. Keep these cans for the live ones. What you do? So I got a bit of I got a bit of Saint Etienne. What you do? I'm gonna. Oh, lovely. Hobgoblin IPA. Hobgoblin IPA. I've had, funny enough, only once. When I reviewed it, I thought it was good. I thought it, but compare because when I reviewed it, I compared it to the rest of the Hobgoblins, and I thought that it was pretty good. I thought it warranted a good review because it was good for the price. It weren't bad at all. So Barbie says, when I go to Tesco's, I like the Peaky Blinders Black Eye 4 for $6. I haven't seen that in my one. I'm going to check that out, Barbara. So thank you for the heads up for that. Definitely going to check that one out. But maybe when it's the January, I'm thinking we should do another sort. We'll get which. Yes, maybe we should do it for January because what's happening is that I've got a little bit of backlog. I'm doing a load of reviews at the moment, all the way up to Christmas. But at Christmas, I'm actually off to Spain, and I'll be doing some beer reviews from Spain over the Christmas period, which I can't wait to do. Especially the last time I went to Spain, you get all the macros, which is always brilliant. So yeah, I think January would be a good idea. When we got the blues, we'll start doing them. And I'll tell you, the beer I want to send you, Matt, is the Imperial Russian from Black Sheep, which I'm going to try and get you for the new year. So because I know you like it. So yeah, I'm on for that. Matt Barker again, back again. Docs have Midnight Oil Black IPA. That sounds brilliant. I do like a black IPA. Not many people like black IPAs, but for me, I do like the sense of black beer with hoppy notes. David Jones, as the 4 cans of £5, you cannot go wrong with that, David. Tell us what beers they are for 4 cans of £5. It sounds brilliant. Matt Barker has come on with, I think, for the price on with a 4 for £6 with the real ale bottles. It's one of the best. It is. Out of all the Hobgoblin range, I have to say the IPA for me is the best one. That's me drinking a Saint Etienne. So yeah, yes, I will be. Yes, I'm in Spain for Christmas. Actually, Christmas Day in Spain, and I'm hopefully gonna be doing a Christmas Day beer review. Always do them. Well, I think I did them last Christmas Day. I think I did. Every Christmas Day I do a beer review. Ever since I started. One One of them years ago was a Westie 12. What did it? Can't remember. There's always a beer review Christmas Day, no matter what it is. Could be Mal Classic or could be Estrella or something. Something will be done that day. Yeah, we'll do that. January, we'll start after Christmas. We'll do that package. Get Richard involved, and I'll send Richard a beer. So get Richard on here. I'll be hopefully be doing this again next week, weekly, up to Christmas. Get Richard on. We'll discuss what beers he likes and stuff like that. See if I can send him something. David Jones, Elvis Juice, 4 cans for £5. If that's the beer you're going on about, David, it's a bargain. It's a bargain. You can't go wrong with that. 4 cans for £5. Elvis Juice, £1.25 a can. Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. You got yourself a good deal there, mate. Good deal. Coming from a bloke who's drinking Saint Etienne. What's next? Barbara Heath says another pour down the sink. I don't know if you're talking about me drinking that one or you're talking about something else. Let us know in the comments. Do you think you will ever do your channel like a revisit to see if? Yes, I've thought that. There is, if you look at the early reviews I've done, sometimes a Canva, it wasn't brilliant on them and stuff like that. And there is beers I want to go back to, especially Belgian beers, St. Bernardus, Rochefort 10. There is beers I want to revisit, not because I think they will change, not because I think my review was wrong in the beginning. It's just that I love them so much. I just want to embrace them more and just bring them back. At the moment, I'm looking at Friday. I'm doing reviews on Fridays, and their reviews are usually ciders or lagers, which are a bit ropey, a bit like the Saint Etienne. I'm doing the Aldi Lidl thing at the moment, but so so I'll go through phases where I do certain reviews on certain days and let it all happen, and sometimes I'll just turn it into different reviews. It all depends on how I feel, but at the moment, this past week, I've put a lot of reviews up for me. Done about 10, 12 beers. Next week, there'll be about 5 beers going up. Then do a lager on a Friday to go up on Friday night. Then we start all over again on the Saturday. That's the way I work. Let's have a look. Oh, they're talking about, yeah, the another pour down the sink in Spain. Yes, it could be right there, Barbara. Mate, it could be right. Thanks for that. Some beers might have got worse or improved. I think with the Belgian beers, with Belgian beers, it's age. It's if you have a beer and you've aged it, it will taste a hell of a lot better. I have had Westmalle Triple over the Belgian beers, which have tasted different. I reviewed a brilliant Westmalle Triple, but there's sometimes I can have a Westmalle Triple. It doesn't taste as good as the one I had before. It could be me. I don't know, but I am thinking of revisiting some stuff, especially stuff which is still readily available now, but maybe quality wise might have depreciated. So it's definitely something I'm thinking of doing, Matthew. Yeah, revisiting all friends, isn't it? Especially Belgian beers. So yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. David Jones has come up with the top 5. What's your if I can bring it up, sorry, David, top 5 Christmas movies. My top 5 Christmas movies. Well, I'm old school. David, I'm old school. When it comes to movies, I don't watch films anymore, really. I like old films. So top 5 Christmas movies, pretty easy for me to a degree. And these are films which have kind of resonated with me over the years. The films which, when you get your Radio Times, you start to look them up and that, and you start to pick them out. So for me, the first is It's a Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life. Jimmy Stewart, love that movie. Second one, Scrooge with Albert Finney, the musical. Absolutely adore that film. It's brilliant. Oliver, Oliver Twist, another one. I'll watch that. I like anything musical. It's got just stuff like that. I got two more to pick, and Christmas movies. Home Alone, Home Alone 2. The second one, New York. I used to watch that when I was a kid. And I'll have to say Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the original one. That's for me. That's my top 5 Christmas movies. What else we got? Barbara Heath says Little Pearl and Backer. That is on the list. I'll be doing that. That's going to be very, very, very close. And you know what, Barbara, what I'm going to do on that one is I'm going to chuck in Krombacher as well. So, yes, that's on the list. So, let's see. Matthew Barker's come up with a gun. I know. Oh, here we go. I know you love cats. Now Cat 70 passed away. We kept his ashes. We have given 2 British short hairs, but sister's ex-boyfriend who couldn't keep them anymore. Very funny cats. Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I do love cats. Well, they kind of like love me in a way, because I tell you what, I might as well say now I've got a third cat coming. I've got a Maine Coon coming, which is going to be in about a couple of weeks' time. So if you start seeing a new cat on the videos, we've got 2 Burmans at the moment. There's going to be a third one, Maine Coon, which she's a bit of a handful apparently. So yes, I do like cats. They're more intelligent than us. Put it that way. More intelligent than a dog. Chief Immigration Officer Ian Foot. Hello, Mr. Foot. Any tips on good places to hide liquor around the house where the wife won't find it? That's a good one. That's really good. Well, you could buy, this is a good one. You could buy, well, you had a toilet cleaner, didn't you? Toilet cleaner. Empty toilet cleaner bottles. But you need to rinse them out a lot. You need to rinse these toilet bottles out a lot. Rinse them out. Put a load of liquor in it. Have I done this before? Might have. Put some liquor in the Domestos bottle. Tidy up. Put it in there. That's a good idea. Where else? All your detergents, everything like that, just stick it in them. Make sure the bottle's empty and washed out, but stick it in them. So you won't know. So that's my tip to you: is old bleach bottles, old anything you can find with something worth. Just stick them in there. Just stick them in there, mate. No one know any difference apart from when they clean your toilet out. So yeah, I'll definitely do that. So I don't know if we're going to wrap this one up. Maybe we should wrap this one up. I'll carry on. I tell you what, I'll carry on. I'll carry on for a while. It's good fun at the moment. I have to say, I've never been asked where's the best places to hide liquor, but obviously it's a good question to be asked, because one day you might have to do it. You might have to do it. You might have to hide the liquor about wherever you want. So just go in with me. Saint Etienne, boys and girls, about 70p a can from Aldi. It's not the best beer in the world, but I've got a shitload of it, so I better drink it, you know. Beautiful stuff. So all I can say to you is that it's been brilliant so far. We talk about the top 5 Christmas movies. We talk about Little Perlenbacher against Aldi Rheinbacher, which is on the list I am going to do. But the first Aldi Lidl one I'm going to do is the Galahad against the Excalibur. That's got to be done first, which I'll be doing soon, next couple of weeks. And it's always a pleasure talking to you boys and girls, more boys than girls, to be honest with you. It's always a pleasure. But we'll carry on. Anybody got any questions? Anybody got any issues? Just put in the comments and to give you the right answer. Not necessarily the best answer, but sometimes the right answer. Maybe not the answer you want to hear, but fair enough. I'll have my can of Saint Etienne. Cheers, everybody. Beautiful stuff. Fantastic. So we got the cats asleep. Just notice that she's asleep. So have we got any more questions and answers? I don't think so. So, boys and girls, I think I'll wrap this one up. It's been excellent. I really enjoyed it. We're going to do this again next week. So join me all on another Saturday Night Live, number 19 next time. Next week, you all stars, all of you. And that's the way we do it. That's the way we roll. Is it going to finish? It most probably will. Am I finishing? Yes.